I'd like to welcome Kathryn Yates to the Sui Ling Show.
Hello. Hi,
Hello,
Sue.
Kathryn. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, I've got some questions here. How long have you worked at McIntyre and what do you do?
So I have worked at McIntyre for 17 years,
Oh,
which feels like a really
it
uh,
does.
a really long time, but it has gone really, really fast. And I've had a number of different jobs in that time. I started off on a project called My Way,
Mm,
thinking about personal budgets with people in our schools.
yeah.
And then I moved to Warrington about 12 years ago, and have been working there ever since.
Right. Tell us about everyone everywhere.
So the idea of Everyone Everywhere has come from the big plan. And you were part of the big plan, Sue, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
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 So we asked people to give us their thoughts and their ideas to help McIntyre to help us design a strategy, a plan. So that was just to think about as an organization, what's important, what do we need to focus on and think about. And one of the parts of the big plan that you might remember was how can we all meet people near where we live to
Yeah.
make things better for everyone? So how are we going to help make that happen? And so we came up with the idea of Everyone Everywhere as a way of making the big plan real. So,
Yeah.
so I guess sometimes I describe Everyone Everywhere as a vehicle for
Mm,
making the big plan happen. So
yeah.
in my head, it's like a little purple car.
Oh, yes, I see.
Driving around trying
Mm,
to help people to make it happen. So the most important thing about Everyone Everywhere, and it fits so much with our DNA and what we do in McIntyre, is thinking about people's gifts, skills, and passions. And because it's Everyone Everywhere, it's thinking about the gifts, skills, and passions of the people who draw on our support, and also our staff, and also everyone who works with and is associated with McIntyre. So that might be people's families, it might be our amazing administrators. It's
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. It's
Um,
quite a nice title, actually. Yeah.
I suppose what we're asking people to think about is to look out for those ideas, and we're going to have some thoughts on how we can do that. So that might be looking on the notice boards in your local community centre, or it might be checking out the local Facebook groups and
Yeah.
seeing what's
Mm,
happening. And then the next thing is to connect, so is to go and see what's happening locally, and and
yeah.
and we're asking this of everyone in different ways, is to go and talk to someone that you didn't know already and tell them about McIntyre.
Yeah.
So that could be a neighbour,
Mm,
or that could be someone in the local shop, or that could be someone in a community centre near you, and to just have that conversation and ask what they do, and then tell them what we do,
yeah.
and to see if there's anything that can happen then that we could do together. And the last one, the fourth
Mm,
was is how can we help? So it's thinking about, once we've found someone
yeah.
locally, it's about thinking, well, we've got all these skills and we've got resources, and sometimes we might have time, and we've got people who know about things. How can we help other people in our neighborhood with the things that they're doing?
How can people get involved with everyone and everywhere?
And what we're asking to people to do is to go and speak with one organization, a person, or a neighbor, and tell them about McIntyre.
Mm,
I think you talked about this really nicely in your blog, Sue, that you did for us recently, and a few people have said to me actually that it's really helped them. So if anyone's not read Sue Ling's Everyone Everywhere blog, I'd really recommend you do that on the McIntyre website.
okay.
But I think one of the things that you talked about is that you're confident and you're good at talking to people and putting people at their ease and
Yeah. Yeah.
feel welcome. And sometimes people can be a bit worried about that and kind of think, oh gosh, if I go and speak to someone, what are they going to ask me? And I guess it's about us thinking that we don't need to have a plan when we talk to people. It can just be that we're interested and
Yeah.
we're perhaps professionally curious. We're wanting to know what's happening locally, and
Yeah.
that's okay to do. And you don't need to be thinking, you know, I'm going to talk to them and see if they're looking for a job, or I'm going to talk to them and see if they want to join our dance group. It can just be, let's just talk, so that they know who McIntyre are and what we do.
I'm good at talking. I did speak to a lady at my party on Saturday about McIntyre. But she might want to do some volunteering work, maybe. So, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So what, you even used your birthday party as
Yeah.
a networking
Yeah,
opportunity?
'cause I was speaking to just meeting lots of other people to talk about because they don't know what I do at McIntyre. So I had to explain a few to some of the people.
Brilliant. Well,
Yeah.
that's really good.
What are your biggest aims for everyone and everywhere?
I guess going back to that original kind of challenge or idea has come from the big plan.
Yeah.
So I guess I want it to help people feel like they've met people near where they live.
Yeah.
If you were to ask people, you know, that bit of the big plan, do you think we're doing that? That I want people to say yes. So I would really love if you ask somebody across anywhere across McIntyre about everyone everywhere, that they would say, well, this is how I do it, or this is how we do it
You do
here.
it, yeah.
And that might be different in Milton Keynes that it is in Leicester or wherever, but that's okay, because it's good that we all work out our own way of doing that and
Yeah.
our own
Yeah.
way of connecting.
Right. Thanks, Kathryn. Right. What is the best part of your job?
The best part of it at the moment is meeting people across McIntyre and finding out what's happening in local neighbourhoods and linking them together. I really
Yeah.
love it. Sort of matchmaking, if that's the right word, like helping people figure out what they're good at and what they can offer, and then finding kind of someone who needs that, and bringing them together.
Yeah. Okay. Another question. What are you most proud of?
I'm really proud that I've been lucky to work for McIntyre for such a long time, and in my previous job I was the shared lives manager in Warrington, and I set that up from the beginning. So when I first started, it was just me, and now it's really big, and it's really vibrant, and it's a really amazing way of offering support to people in Warrington. So I'm really proud that that's developed, and it was really lovely to hand over to the new shared lives manager, Mark. And I'm excited for what he's going to do and where he's going to take it.
Okay. What do you do to relax?
I really love to read.
Mm.
I really love people's stories. So I like reading novels.
Mm.
But I also like listening to podcasts about people's stories. I love it. I love finding out about, yeah, what makes people happy or motivated, or how they've got their views on a particular thing. So yeah,
Have you heard about Jasper Pickles?
I have. Yeah, I absolutely loved that story. And the whole process of everybody getting together to make it was really amazing.
Yeah, I enjoyed working with them. Really nice people.
Yeah.
All right then, Kathryn, I'd like to say thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, Sue, it's been a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
See
you,
soon.
Kathryn. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, and you.